Unpopular opinion, $25 haircuts don't exist anymore.
What are you seeing in the barber industry from a barber's perspective?
$100 for a haircut. It's insane.
Do you remember the good old days of $10, $15 haircuts? Hot towel, razor, shave. Remember that? It's not like that in 2025. We're going to get into these ridiculous barber prices that they're charging now. Let's get into it, y'all.
Be for real. It's 2025. What do you think a haircut's supposed to cost? You have people get online, and I remember back in 1987 and 1997, haircuts was $5, $7, $12, this, all that. Man, well, go back to 1997 then. Your problem is solved. It's 2025, bro. People are charging more for haircuts. People charge $50 for haircuts. People charge $60, $70, $80 for a haircut. Even $100, $150. I've seen people charge $250. So, I mean, come on, bro. Find who works best for you. You'll get on here and trip out. Folks get in my comment section talking all out the side of their neck when you don't have to come to me. Or you trying to guilt trip. I ain't trying to guilt trip nothing. My clients pay me. This is social media. And I'm just making a video. And since you are in your feelings and you wear your feelings on your shoulders, when I say something, you don't like it and you just have to come in.
So how much did you used to pay for a haircut, like back in the day when haircuts were, $20, $30 or whatever?
So in the past, I would pay on the average about $35 a week for a haircut, I'd say 10 years ago. The deal was I had to go consistently, though. I had to go pretty much every week. After 2 or 3 days after the haircut, you're needing to go into the haircut pretty frequently, so you're having more trips to the barbershop.
So now you pay more of a premium price.
Correct. So now I pay about $73 now for a premium price, but I only come to the shop every 3-4 weeks.
Because the haircut lasts.
It definitely lasts. It lasts. And I even debate sometimes after 3 weeks, like, can I go to the...
So essentially, it's you paying really less, paying the one-time premium price, as opposed to going every week paying $35.
Absolutely. I'm paying less, and it's a whole better experience, too. So I'm kind of, it's like a double win, I would say. I'm paying less, but I'm getting the whole service, we're getting the premium package. So it's kind of like a win-win. So less trips, so it's easier on my busy schedule, and it's more friendly in my pocket, too. So I guess it's like a double win.
It's kind of like he's got that razor blade, like, you better answer what I want to, you better tell me what I want to hear, right? I'm confused. Are they using special clippers now that make your hair grow, in less time? I mean, your hair still grows at the same amount time of speed, right? Are these magic clippers? Are these magic razors that he's using that magically make your hair, is it a finer cut with the razor blade? Like, how are you going less with the same head of hair? That don't make sense, right? That don't make sense.
When you see people complaining about barbers' prices in the comment section online, that is not reality. Because in real life, barbers like myself, we're not hearing that. People paying our price and loving the services that we give. It's $100, $200 barbers out here where people are paying their prices in real life and loving the service that they getting, and they carrying on about they happy lives. These people that's online in these comment sections and they complaining about barbers' prices, and then it get y'all barbers into creating content around it. It get y'all barbers into your feelings, and you feel like you gotta lash out back. You're talking to the wall. You're talking to the nobodies of the world. You're talking to the people that's gonna complain anyway. You're talking to people that's not gonna get into your chair and use your services anyway, let alone any barber, because they don't see that as valuable. Some of them have problems with barbers in real life and scared to say it.
I mean, it's ridiculous, y'all. Like, I don't even go to the barbershop no more. I don't go to the barbershop. I don't. Out in Arizona, I used to, right? Haircuts weren't too bad. Pandemic, they went from 17 to like 30, right? That's kind of what I pay now. I don't go to a barbershop. I go like to a chain place, right? I'm 35. I don't need that fine cut. You know what I mean? But the people are tired of it, y'all. I know I'm tired. When I went to the barbershop, they got Hellcats outside. They got Louis Vuitton drapes. They got the fancy shoes, the fancy clothes, chains, I've even been to a barbershop where they got beer in there, loud music. It's just too much, y'all. Bright lights. It's just too much. It's too much of, I saw this on TikTok, so now I do it. And we're paying for their overhead, their Hellcat, their $5,000 clippers, their Louis Vuitton drape, their rent to rent the chair. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying for the experience like you're going to see coming up. You're paying for the experience and the good cut. No, you're paying for their overhead. You're paying for his debt. That's what you're paying for.
$100 for a fucking haircut. It's insane.
Yeah.
Really insane. I just went into this barbershop to see if I can get a cut because I can't make it out to my barber. I asked him how much for a haircut. This motherfucker said out his mouth, $100 for a haircut. I looked at him like, man, you got to be fucking joking, man. $100 for a haircut. So I looked at his prices. He even had $50 for kids. And most kids are getting a ball and a taper. And this dude wanted $100 for a haircut, man. You barbers are taking this shit too goddamn far, man. That shit upsetting me, man. What kind of clippers y'all have, or what kind of razor blades
For real.
y'all using to charge somebody $100 for a haircut? Fuck is y'all doing? I'm just trying to figure out what is going on. Y'all are robbing the poor, man. Y'all robbing the poor to the death, man. Look at y'all community who y'all serving, man.
Yep.
Y'all serving poor people, but yet y'all sticking them up the ass for a haircut. This is crazy, man. $100 for a haircut, man. What kind of clippers do y'all have? What have y'all learned in the last 10 years that's better than the people that's been cutting the last 20 years? What are y'all doing, man? For $100, my motherfucking hair should stay cut for at least 4 weeks. And I want one of you barbers to be like, you don't know what barbers go through. You get some clippers and you do what every barber has done the last fucking 50, 60 years, man. It's the same, man.
Thousands of years.
Ain't nothing changed, man. Ain't nothing changed with cutting hair. But yet y'all ripping off the goddamn community with these prices. And it's everywhere, y'all. It's everywhere, man. These people charging $75 to $100 for a fucking haircut is insane, man. Y'all need to lose y'all customers. Y'all need to lose y'all business, man, because that shit is fucking wrong, man. You in the hood, man. These mamas can't afford to get their kids' haircut every
preaching
week
right now
for fucking $50, man. Y'all losing y'all mind, man. Y'all losing y'all goddamn mind, man. For real, man. What do y'all have in these clippers that make shit cost $100 for a fucking taper and a liner? Tell me. Get in my comments and tell me, why the fuck are y'all charging so much for a haircut, man? Y'all robbing the hood, man. And some of y'all just becoming just too fucking greedy, man. Too fucking greedy, man. No way a haircut should cost $100, man. Some of y'all dumbasses might pay that shit. It's cool. Who the fuck paying that shit, man? It's a million barbers out here, y'all, that can cut the same way these motherfuckers cutting. That's charging $55, $75, and $100. But yet these the coldest barbers of all time. They give you the coldest. What the fuck are they giving you, man? I'm just saying, man. $100 for a haircut. It's insane, man. It's insane. Y'all should get y'all fucking barber license taken away, man. Because y'all stealing, man. Y'all stealing, man. That's called fucking stealing from the poor, man. And all y'all clients are poor. But yeah, y'all trying to rip their ass off now.
Yeah, it's greed. It's, but if people are going to pay it, that's the problem. If people don't go, they're going to lower their prices. People go, unfortunately. But it's kind of like a snowball effect. For first of all, like this next clip, look at this guy. He's what? 20, maybe, if that, 20 years old. So what does he do all day? He's on social media. What is he seeing? He's seeing these celebrities with with the fancy car, with the fancy clothes, with the Jordans, with, all these expensive things. That's what they're watching. So that's what they want. That's what they have in the parking lot, even though they're in debt for it. They got the Mercedes. Go drive in front of a barber shop and look at the cars that are out there, what these barbers are driving. Look at what they're driving. It's an image they're seeing. And then they see the famous barber cutting, some famous athlete or some famous rapper's hair, and they're charging him $300-$400 to cut his hair. Now, this guy's an idiot already, going to spend all his money. He's going to go broke by the time he's 50, right? But these guys see it and think, oh, like, they're doing it. Why can't I do it? Right? But people are paying it. So, I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. But at the end of the day, it's not. I mean, I know I wouldn't pay that. And I make decent money, y'all. I'm living okay, but I still wouldn't pay that. For one, they're all 20 years old and they talk like 20-year-olds when you go to the barber shop. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. I'm an old head, but I don't want to sit there and hear like, oh, that's fire or that's lit. Oh, yeah, word, like that's cap. Like, no, like, I come to a barber shop, like I'm used to my barbers being older, right? That's how the barbers used to be. They used to be older, but now they're 20-year-olds and they act like 20-year-olds and they're going to charge you like a 20-year-old will charge you. That's just the game.
Out there as a barber.
Look how young he is. That's all the barbers now. There's no old barbers no more. There's no old barbers in these barbershops.
You like the cut or what?
Yeah, it came out crispy.
$50. And all the kids are going to get their haircuts with their parents' money. You know what I'm saying?
All right, bro. Take care, bro. You take care now.
See, like $45 ain't too bad, right? And you're going to his own spot. Like, I'd rather that than a barbershop with all these people.
Nah, thank you for the tip, bro.
I would pay that.
Hey, Fernando?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, bro. Yo, it was nice meeting you, Fernando.
Yeah, that's not bad. All right, I can't hate this dude. He's got his own spot, right? He's got some overhead. You're going to pay for that. You don't have to wait. Appointment only.
Just came back from the gym 5 to 6.
I would support a young entrepreneur, but if they're charging this at a barbershop, I can't do
Gotta
it.
head out or what, bro?
I got fly.
Last cut of the day. Damn.
$490 in one day, y'all.
Unpopular opinion, $25 haircuts don't exist anymore. $25 haircuts is just nostalgia. And that's reality. I see some people complain about $50 haircuts. But it's okay to spend $35 to $50 on a steak that you're going to enjoy for a quick 30 minutes and you're going to poop out in a few hours.
I ain't paying
But a
that
haircut
either.
that makes you look fresh, feel confident. A haircut is a man's makeup, man. So what's the problem? And if you're offended for a $50 haircut, you need to step up your game, my brother. Step up your game.
I think there are a lot of barbers that should drop their prices. I think there are a lot of barbers that went up in price because they seen a video online that motivated them to go up in price. And I think they should drop their prices back to where the prices are supposed to be because
That's what it is. That's what it is. They're sitting there watching social media. Not only are they watching barber content, but they're seeing all these people living these lavish lives. Think about it. Think about your young son, your daughter, that's like 16 to 20 years old. Your nephew, your niece. What are they all about now? They want money. What do they have? Louis Vuitton. What are they driving? They're driving when I was 20, I never was 16, 17, 18. I didn't even have that thought in my mind to drive. I still don't, right? I'm still driving a 2007 Toyota 4Runner. Just bought it. But that's the mindset of the young generation. And unfortunately, that's all who's cutting hair now. Like, look at this guy. He's probably 30, 35. He's got knowledge, right? He's giving them the game, but they don't want to hear it. They're not going to listen to this. But this is the guy that's going to go on longevity, where all these barbers that are charging $100 with these fancy cars, they're going to crash out, y'all. It's going to crash and burn unless they smarten up and start lowering the prices. But that's who's cutting hair right now, is the 20-year-olds, the 22-year-olds. Go to a barbershop. They're all young. There's no old man with gray hair in there that's old school, right? They don't have that no more. They don't. Now they got steamers on your head and doing all this fancy stuff, y'all. Back to the basics, and that'll get you far.
is barbers won't be making the amount of money they want to make, and then they'll see some random online talking about how you need to know your worth and how you're not charging enough as a barber. And now this barber who doesn't have any clients as it is, who's struggling as it is, feels like, well, I need to make more money, so maybe I should go up in price. Then they go up in price, and now they're even less busier than they were before they went up in price. So yes, I do think there are barbers out there who would take steps forward in their career if they put their pride to the side and they took their ego out of the equation and they said, you know what? I rushed to raise my prices because I fell victim to this whole weird online thing, and they just decided best move is to drop their price more closer to market rate in their area, and they would probably find themselves making a lot more money. And then once they get booked up at that lower price point, then they could raise their prices in a smarter way, which doesn't destroy their business.
How much did you pay for your haircut? $10. Haircut, beard trim. Let me see the design one more time. All right then. All right, you have a good day, sir.
See, that's a barber school, right? I don't know. I haven't seen none where I'm at, but I know in Arizona, my friend, he used to be at a barber school, right? He used to come cut my hair at my apartment, right? I throw him like $40 because that's a convenience, right? I'll pay, $40, $50 for someone to come to my house, maybe a little more, for the convenience, right? But he was my friend, so we'd go out and get some food after or whatever. So, it was a convenient. He cut good hair, y'all. He cut good hair. But if you go to a barber school, it's going to be $10. Those same barbers are going to be the ones that come out of school and start charging 50, 60, $70. Right now, they have to charge $10, right? And you get a good haircut. But when they get out of school, boy.
Ask me, if I'm already paying you $50, why is it necessary that I tip? It's not necessary, brother. You do not have to tip whatsoever. I promise you that. I'm very grateful. Now, exact dilemma that I was in today. This same client, on time, don't complain. Decent client. He texts me, yo, can you squeeze me in? I see that you fully booked on your Saturday. I said, maybe let me check my books. While I'm checking my books, I receive a text message from one of my other clients who consistently tips me 20%. He asked me the same question. Can I squeeze him in? Pause. Resume. Mind you, they booked the same service. See where I'm going with this? Some of y'all ain't gonna agree. Both of these individuals are great clients. Zero complaints. Kind of like having two straight A students. One student does extra credit and the other one doesn't. Who you think gonna get the scholarship? That's all I gotta say.
I mean, that makes sense, right? If someone tips you and pays you better, you're going to take them over anybody. That's just business. But another thing with these barbershops, you go, they're high out of their mind. You can smell it. I don't want to come get a haircut and have to deal with that type of vibe. I'm sorry. I don't. I want professionalism if I'm going to a barbershop. I don't really go to, but the barbershops I go, they're high, they're drinking. The owner's over there in the corner with another barber or drinking a beer. Like, I want professionalism when I'm going somewhere to get a haircut, especially if I'm paying that price. I don't want my barber high. It's just awkward. For me, maybe other people are good with that. I'm not. That's not acceptable for me. You know what I mean? But it starts with the social media. That's what these kids are watching now. That's what they're all watching. They're watching these people with fancy cars, fancy jewelry, fancy clothes, and they're mimicking that. They're looking rich, but they're broke. And that's why they're charging all these prices. And they see a famous barber like this other guy, the last guy before this, I was talking about the tip. His TikTok name was Six Figure Barber or something like that. Six Figure cutter or something. There you go. Just about money. That's it.
So I just had a dude just come walk in here trying to get a haircut. I said, what you trying to get done? He said, it's just a high and tight fade. I said, all right, that'll be 45. I said, you're not getting no beard lineup or nothing? He said, no, just a haircut. So I'm like, yeah, 45. He like, for a haircut, for a fade? I'm like, yeah, man, that's my price. So moral of the story, man, y'all stand on y'all price. Don't let nobody try to bully y'all. Let nobody try to make you give them a discount. Stand on your price, man.
What are you seeing in the barber industry from a barber's perspective?
Well, I think a lot of people join our industry because of how viral some of the barber content goes now. And I think people want to be more of the celebrity than the actual barber, right? They want to go viral. They want to create a piece of content. Haircut transformations are usually really popular. So then people join our industry because they also go to the barbershop and they're like, oh, $50, $60. What am I doing wrong? Right? So they're attracted to it by that. But I think a lot of them end up falling out of our industry and struggling in our industry because they never learn how to really be successful as a barber and embrace the opportunity of being behind the chair. Right? So then they get out here and they listen to somebody on a podcast or they listen to somebody on social media saying I charge $100 a cut because those videos are going viral. When in reality, if you click on some of those barbers' books that charge $100 a cut, they're wide open. They fell into this narrative of charge $100 a cut, set your price, live your life, but they never took the navigation system on how a person may have got to that point if they were successful at charging $100 a cut.
Bro, I'ma just have to be the one who said haircuts are not high. Life is. Ain't no barber out here getting rich charging $40, $50, $60 a haircut. Y'all got on $400 shoes, blowing $500, $800 at the club with a $12 mindset. Talking about the prices of shit is too high. Come to the barbershop, what you should be paying for is cleanliness, professionalism, experience. For somebody that actually shows up on time. You need to stop acting like this 2010 and understand that this 2025 and shit is just high. Nothing costs the same that it was in 2010 compared to 2025. Really need to stop arguing with barbers and check your priorities. If you can't afford them haircuts, find you a cheaper barber, but don't complain about the quality when it goes down.
It's not the fact that I'm speaking for myself. It's not the fact that I can't afford a $50, $60, $70 haircut. I refuse. My hair grows fast, y'all. I get a haircut within 5 days. You can't really tell. Unless you got some magic clippers or magic razor that makes it, last a month. My hair grows quick, y'all. Right? But there is no professionalism at the barbershop no more. They're all dressed like this. Look it. They're all wearing these type of clothes. Back at the barber I used to go to in Arizona, Jay's Barbershop out in Goodyear, shouts out to them, right? They all have the same polo, shirt on, Jay's Barbershop. Some days it'll be red with the black pants. Some days it'd be black with the khaki pants. They all had the same shirt. They all had the same gown thing, right? They'd have red, they'd have black, they'd have white, right? It was professionalism. There was no drinking. There was talking and all that, but they weren't high. They didn't come to work high. But now they're all dressed different. Look like this guy. They're all wearing something different. They all got different gowns. And they're they're all high. A lot of them are stoned to the gills. Can't even have a conversation with them. It's awkward. And that's what you're dealing with at barbershops in 2025. Along with the high prices to pay for their out of control lifestyle. Like I said, go walk outside a barbershop and look at all their cars. Go look at the cars outside of a barbershop. You can tell who's a barber and who's a customer. Right? And if there's any barbers out there watching this that's saying, "Oh, you're just poor, you're just broke," whatever. Right? I got priorities. You know what I mean? You don't have priorities because you're 20 years old. Right?
Can't charge $100. $100 is not worth a lot. Well, I'm here to tell you that's just wrong, because I can charge $100 and people will pay $100, and I'm showing y'all.
Yeah, people pay it. I mean,
that is true.
They're all young kids that are paying it. They're all 20, 22-year-olds. Ain't no 40-year-old paying 100.
My first haircut was at 9 in the morning. $100. All the way till 5
Get
p.m.
your money, y'all. I ain't trying to hate, but
now if this doesn't show you that you could charge $100, I don't know what's gonna motivate you. Friday from 9 to 4. Come on now, $100.
How much haircuts did you do though?
It's possible, guys.
Like 5 haircuts.
How bad do you want it?
8
How
hours?
bad do you want to charge $100? Now, all the people in my comments, y'all can yap all y'all want, but I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna hit $200 by the end of the year. That's my goal.
Bro said
$200, y'all. $200 for a haircut. Like, my lady don't even pay that at her salon doing You know, a girl maybe, because their hair really lasts, 3 or 4 months, right? But a man's haircut grows quick. You need a haircut. I do every 2 weeks. I go get a haircut. Sometimes I'll push it for a month if I'm feeling scrubby, right? But like, I need a haircut now, right? I need a haircut. I don't like how my top is. Like, I need a haircut. But 200, that's his goal, y'all. His goal ain't his goal's 200, y'all. Do you think that business is gonna last? Charging 200 a haircut? He wants to end up, cutting Kevin Durant's hair. That's his goal. Very slim chance. Not saying it's not possible, but $200 for a haircut, that's a little ridiculous.
More for a haircut is crazy work. Okay, so starting this, we gonna charge him $49.99. But I get it, bro. I get it. I definitely get it. Let me give you another.
Look at the lights. Look at the lights on top of his roof. That means he's in an expensive car. Right? That means he's in an expensive car. You're paying for their lifestyle, y'all. You're not paying for the experience like they try to sell you. Like they try to sell you like you're getting this, you're getting that, you're going to be more fresh than over there. You're paying for their lifestyle. That's why you're paying $100 or $50 or more for a haircut.
Comparison. Some people like to go to Publix. Some people like to go to Walmart.
Like your lifestyle.
Some people like to go to the little local stanky store that got the bush in the back. The one that's cheaper than everybody. You probably like to go to the little cheap store, you know what I'm saying, and get your groceries because that's just what you can afford. And I don't understand, like, as us barbers, we get so much backlash when we want to go up or whatever, but everything else can go up, but we got to charge the same price that we charge at $19.95. So my men's haircut and shave is $50. That could be kind of expensive depending on what you make per hour. But I'm going to tell you why I charge $50. My first reason why I charge $50 because I'm an entrepreneur and I make my own rules and I do what I want to do. And it's the client's choice to book with me and get a service. I don't reach out to nobody. I've never wrote nobody in their DM and say, please come sit in my barber chair and pay me $50 for my haircut. And I'm a book barber, by the way. Bro, probably feel like I'm cutting 10 heads an hour. Bro, I'm spending 40 to 50, 55 minutes on the head, bro. And I'm taking my time, bro, to give you the best cut you can possibly have to walk about this barbershop. And I'm going to give you another reason why I charge $50. Bro, when I started cutting hair in 2021, bro, I drove to everybody's house in 2021 when I first picked up the clip, and I charged everybody $15. I don't care what they had on their head, and I don't care where they stayed. Like I said, I drove to their house. They could have stayed 30 minutes away from me, an hour away from me. I drove to their house for $15. But I did that to put my name out there. And now it's 2025, bro. I came a long way, and I do what I want to do, bro. See, the difference between my career and your job is you went online. It was an easy process for you now. And I ain't knocking it at all because I did that prior to what I'm doing now. You went online, bro. You pressed apply, and you applied to a job and got lucky, and them folks called you back, and they brought you in, and they trained you up. Me, I ain't have to go through that, bro. I struggled. I had to train myself, go to school, do everything. Build my clientele, barely can pay my bills in the beginning of my barbering career. Barely can pay boo rent. Yeah, now let me live in paradise and get the fruits of my labor, bro. That's why I charge $50, bro. I always wanted to be a $50 barber when I first picked up these clippers, and I started being a $50 barber in August 2024. Been a $50 barber, yeah. Sometimes I think about going up even more because I'm becoming to get so oversaturated with clients, bro. I can't slide nobody in. I'm booked all week. I'm cutting 50 to 60, 65 heads a week. Obviously, I'm not charging enough. And that's why I charge $50.
Bruh, I just seen a post of a dude that just said, I used to want to get a cut every 2 weeks, but now, if I'm not going out, I don't get a cut for 2 months. And that's so real, gang, because it's like, as you get older, it's like, you realize just what's the point? It's like, who's going to see me? Like, you don't care that much. It's like, you just lose interest in getting a haircut so often, bro.
Let's hope I didn't upset no barbers if you guys are watching this. But it's not about the affordability thing. It's not. I just refuse to go pay $100. I'll pay $100 for it. No, I won't even pay $100 for a steak. You know what I mean? But hey, I'm frugal with my money, right? I want my money to last. I don't want it to crash. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose it all. So I'm frugal with my money. I pick and choose what I spend on. I don't spend on much. Anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're gonna be doing a lot of these types of videos, not just haircuts, but everything, y'all. There's so much content out there of this type of stuff, y'all. Men fighting women, man and woman not wanting to have kids, all these types of dilemmas, and people put it on social media, y'all. So we're gonna be getting into all that over here on Segovia Reacts 2.0. But hey, don't hate the player, y'all. If barbers out there charging $100 and you got a full day, hey, more power to you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't gonna do business with you, but I know you don't care that I ain't gonna do business with you. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here, get reacting on the big channel right now. This is Segovia. I'm signing up out of this thing. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.